Hi, I'm Alan Goldstein, enrolled agent.
I'm Peter Gonzalez, enrolled agent.
We're here today to talk to you about wage garnishments or wage levy. Remember that we can help anyone regardless of where you live. While we're in Florida, it doesn't matter. We can go ahead and help you regardless of where you live. Even if you have a local revenue officer, revenue agent, we can go ahead and transfer your file over here, and then we can appear on your behalf and take care of your problems. I have many clients that have had wage garnishments, and or as they're known, wage levies. Now, what is that? What that means is that you owe balance to the IRS, whether it's correct or not. At this point, is besides the point. You owe the balance. The process has continued. The wheels kept turning, and it got to the point where the officer or collection division or whomever, wherever your file is, decided that since you have income, they're going to go ahead and serve your employer for them to withhold X amount of money from your paycheck. Now, what does that mean? That means that once they serve your employer, they're going to go ahead and take away a certain amount based on your exemptions and all of that from your paycheck until your balance is paid. That means a continuous levy. What does that mean? That means that every pay period that you have, they're going to continue to take money out of your paycheck. And believe me, they're not going to leave you enough money to live on. I can tell you that because I have many files in many cases. So what do? Well, we go ahead, and once you retain us to represent you, we review your file, review your history, your transcript, make sure that you're in compliance.
Correct.
Make sure that all your tax returns are filed. And then we go ahead, if it's a revenue officer or agent of the collections division, we contact them. And then we start negotiating on your behalf. They can either release the levy completely, and that means stop taking money away from your paycheck, or they can do a partial release where you can enter an installment agreement, and then they'll only take away a certain amount from your employer. So there's a couple of steps we have to follow. It's very important to know that we have no control over the IRS process, in the sense that some employers do not like garnishments and things like that. We can't control that part. We can only help you with the wage garnishment or wage levy, as it's known.
Alan, what is being in compliance?
Being in compliance means that you have your last 6 years of tax returns filed when you've had a requirement to file. So they'll go ahead, the IRS will review your file, and then they will go ahead and make sure you're in compliance, all your returns are filed. If you're married, obviously your returns and your spouse's return have been filed. That's what they mean.
Okay. Now, once we receive this letter, what remedies do we have?
Well, there's several remedies that could occur. One of them being the total release of the levy, where they'll stop taking money away from your account, from your paycheck, from your employer. Another one is a partial, where they'll continue to take a little bit of money out of it. Another one is to enter installment agreement, or the balance could have been wrong from the beginning, or they could have been due to a substitute for a return that was filed because you never filed your tax return. The IRS filed it for you, and the balances that the IRS has are wrong. Mm-hmm. So by us submitting a correct return, an appropriate return based on your circumstances, then that amount will change, and then the IRS can go ahead and release these wage levies.
Alan, I am a victim of tax identity theft. I received a letter stating that I owed them for a W-2 that I never received because I never worked there, of over $46,000. What can I do?
Well, the topic of identity theft is a little off topic for the wage levy, but let's assume that that's the case and they have a wage levy or wage garnishment against you because it's due to an identity theft. Identity theft is very popular right now. So what happens is people file fraudulent returns under your name and your social security number. And if that's the case, then you need to contact us immediately, because we first have to resolve the issue of the identity theft. We got to get affidavits filed. We got to do a bunch of steps. After all of that is done, we have to get the proof to discuss with either the revenue officer or agent or collections division and prove that this is an identity theft issue, and if they can release the wage levy while all of this is going on, so they don't create a hardship and you're able to pay your bills and for your family not to suffer.
Can these levies the IRS levy your Social Security payment?
Absolutely. We have a lot of clients that have contacted us because they thought that Social Security or disability, things like that, were exempt. They're not exempt from garnishments. So even if you are only on Social Security, they can and will, because I have clients, go after your Social Security, where they'll go ahead and take out a certain amount every month, and as I said before, it'll leave you without any, not enough to live on.
Not enough residual income.
Yeah.
Now, a hardship. You mentioned hardship. Can you explain to me what a hardship is? And if you are in a hardship situation, can you make the levy go away?
Sure. A hardship just basically means that what the IRS is doing to you is, in essence, destroying your life, not allowing you to pay your bills, not allowing you to eat, not allowing you to clothe yourself, a bunch of issues. So in those cases, the IRS has remedies for hardship. And there's factors that are involved: your financial situation, your medical situation if you have them, your circumstance. There's a bunch of things that we can go over. But for that, you're going to have to call us so we can give you a better answer, an answer that's accurate based on your facts, not just a general statement.
So the bottom line is, you should give us a call.
Right.
And come forward with the truth, people.
Yeah.
Please. If you tell us the truth, we can deal directly with the IRS, and it's a lot easier.
Absolutely. So either call myself, Alan, or call Peter here. The phone number is 786-592-2476. 786-592-2476. And I look forward to solving your case soon.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.